Hello everybody, how's it going? We're talking about the best high heat fragrances for the summertime. These are going to be feminine, unisex, and we've got designer and niche fragrances on this list. We're going to start with the ones I don't have. Pasta Sor by BBK. Now the bottle looks like this, but the juice is a lighter color and it smells like ginger. There's some orange and also some white florals like some jasmine and orange blossom. But overall, it's this really nice, attractive, bright, fresh fragrance. The downside with the scent is that on my skin at least, I get like 4 hours, sometimes like 3 to 4 hours. But the thing is, I was spraying it from the sample. And of course, like the distribution you get with the samples is a lot less than the full-size bottle. But in general, fresh fragrances tend to go between 4 to 6 hours. But if you love that scent, definitely overspray it. To me, it's kind of like a bougie version of Olympia by Paco Rabanne. And I'm actually going to throw this one, Olympia on the list as well. So Olympia is this bright orange fragrance that also has this vanilla dry down. So it's extremely versatile, totally a hot girl fragrance. And I would say, well, both of them, huge compliment getters. I'm going to put all the names of the fragrances I'm talking about and the discount site links in the description in case you're interested on getting these for not retail price. Okay, let's try to save some money here. Next, Meliora by Parfums de Marly. So the bottle looks like this, but all white. And Meliora smells like the fun, rich aunt. Now, don't think that it smells like a 40-year-old woman or it's 40s plus or it's a mature type of fragrance. Definitely fits all ages, maybe besides teenagers, like besides high school students. I mean, if you're in college and you're rocking that, I just know like you come from old money. You know what I mean? That scent to me is really, like it smells like champagne with some blackberries and some red berries. It's definitely a scent that brightens your mood. And whenever I wear it, I just feel so good. I'm always like smiling when I wear that scent. But overall, from start to finish, because it dries down with a really clean musk, it's a very enjoyable fragrance. Wear that if you're going out to the beach, if you're going on a boat. It's just chef's kiss. I love Meliora. And of course, because I'm holding the bottle, Delina by Parfums de Marly. This is a lychee rhubarb fragrance. And lychee is this exotic fruit that has some sweetness to it, but it's also like it's a very juicy sort of fruit. And it's so addicting. Now, the rhubarb aspect to this fragrance is what throws it off for some people because it's a little bit sour. But for the most part, every woman that I have smelled this on, it's just smelled like fresh, sweet. It's just smelled like lychee. But on some people, the rhubarb is really heavy. So what I would suggest you do if you don't want to take that gamble is if you live close by to a Nordstrom, a Neiman Marcus, or a Bloomingdale's, they have Delina there. Just spray it on your skin. Don't rub it in. I've made so many videos as to why you shouldn't do that. And then just see how it performs on your skin for the rest of the day. Now, with Delina, this thing goes easily over 8 hours. It's insane. The performance you get with Delina is great, especially for a fresh, versatile scent. With Meliora, I got around like 5-6 hours, which was decent. With Olympia, that's around the 5-hour mark. And like with Pasta Sor, that's around the 4 to 5 hour mark. So basically, this is the best one in terms of longevity out of all the ones I've mentioned so far. Okay, another one is Wulong Cha by Nashane. Now, this is a unisex fragrance. And if you love tea, this is a good scent. It always does that. Every time I pull it out, it's supposed to be this way. But this fragrance smells like you're underneath a lemon tree on a hot day, drinking a cold glass of iced tea. It's a very refreshing scent, very light. To me, this isn't anything sexy, but it's a feel-good fragrance. It's something that you throw on and automatically you're like, yeah, I'm gonna have a good day. You're just ready for anything. And the performance on this, I've gotten over 10 hours with this fragrance. And honestly, I will say this though. At first, I was totally nose blind to this scent after the first couple hours. I thought it totally fell off my skin until the next morning when I was eating breakfast. I smelled it. I was like, oh my God, it's still there. You know what I mean? So just be cautious with that. But this has a really, really good performance. And the good thing about it is it's not a loud scent. It's not something that's just gonna fill an entire room, but like on you, like in your scent bubble, it's just gonna be like wafting around. It's gonna be playing hide and seek with you. But overall, it's kind of nice when fresh fragrances do that because it doesn't get too, I don't know, it doesn't like choke you out or anything like that. So Wulong Cha by Nashane. All right, another unisex fragrance. Molecule 01 by Eccentric Molecules. This has been my favorite fragrance since I first tried it. I seriously love it. There's only one note in this called ISO-E Super, which basically enhances your natural skin chemistry. So this does not smell like a fragrance at all. It just smells like when you wear this, no one is gonna think you're wearing a fragrance. They're just gonna be like, damn, there's something about you that smells really good. Some people use the word pheromone. And with this scent, sometimes I don't notice it on myself, but then I'll get complimented from somebody near me that's just like, man, you smell really good. So to other people's noses, this is definitely noticeable, but it's never too much. It doesn't choke anybody out. And it's a fragrance that knows when to pull back, because when I wear this indoors, it stays very close to me. But once I'm outside under the sun, this thing just blasts. So I love, love, love how this fragrance adapts. And it's a gamble. Like, this is a hit or miss fragrance. On some people, they can smell it. On others, they can't. On some people, it smells good. On others, it does not smell good. So if you're somebody that's willing to take a chance on a potentially amazing fragrance on you, then give this one a shot, because there's going to be nobody else smelling like you when you've got on Molecule 01. All right, next, we're going to move it over here. But first, shout out to Versace Eros Pour Femme. That fragrance I find really attractive, and I can't remember the specific fruit that was in that scent, but I don't get a really citrusy lemon fragrance. It was a really juicy, fruity sort of fragrance on my skin, and then it had a little bit of that clean musk dry down. And I actually put somebody on that fragrance, and she has been loving it. She's like, oh my God, I love this. It's my signature scent. So rock Versace Eros Pour Femme in the summertime as well. And I guarantee you, you're gonna love it. People around you are gonna love it as well. Next, Light Blue Intense by Dolce Gabbana. This fragrance is a classic. It's a staple. To me, it's still like the best summertime feminine fragrance on the designer end. Okay, this thing is a lemon apple musk fragrance. And I will say though that I really think the women's version is very unisex. I find it way more attractive than the men's. And I tend to use like unisex masculine leaning fragrances, but this is the one feminine scent that I'm like, no, I need this one because it's just way better. And the Intense performs easily over 8 hours. I don't suggest the original light blue. If you get good performance with that one, then totally wear it. But with the original light blue, I get around like 3 to 4 hours. And with this, it's over 8 hours. And it really has great projection. It has a nice scent trail. Everything about it, I love. And it's a huge compliment getter. I love wearing this fragrance when I'm at the beach. It's just so easy to wear. It feels good. I mean, you feel good. You smell great. All that sort of stuff. All right. Next, another Versace. This is called Bright Crystal, and this is a pomegranate fragrance. And there's also some magnolia, and there's another, I think it's lotus is the other floral in this fragrance. But there's something really interesting about this scent that smells like cool, like icy cool. And it's hard for me to describe it as something smelling just like cool. But when you're wearing this fragrance, it's very refreshing. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know how else to describe it other than like icy cool. But okay, this scent, I will say the downside for the wearer is that sometimes you might go nose blind to it. But my sister wears this fragrance, and after a couple of hours, she no longer smells it on herself. But then after 6 hours, I still smell this on her. It's just like wafting, and I think we were maybe like 3 arms lengths away, and it was already like her 6th hour wearing this, and she thought it was gone, and I was like, hey, you smell good. And she's like, you could smell me? So this thing, it also plays hide and seek with you, but just overspray it if you're worried about performance, especially if you're going outdoors. All of these fragrances, well, besides Wulong Cha, in my opinion, can be oversprayed if you're, you know, going to the beach, going to the park, a picnic, doing anything for countless amount of hours under the sun. So Versace Bright Crystal. Ooh, we got a bougie one here called Pacific Rock Moss by Goldfield and Banks, and this is a nice scent. Let me spray it on my arm right now. Hold on, because I'm really digging this one. I might just, yeah. Unisex fragrance. It's kind of aquatic a little bit. To me, when I wear it, just in the opening, there's like a similarity, just a slight similarity to Cool Water by Davidoff. But then as it starts to dry down, there's a little bit of sweetness that it has. Now there is kind of, I don't really get a lot of moss. Like, it's there just a little bit. I'm smelling it right now. But for the most part, this is a really, really nice, fresh and clean fragrance. A huge compliment getter. It stays pretty close to the skin. But like I said, this is something I've been wearing a lot. I'm almost done with the sample, if you could see right there. And there's like something juicy with this fragrance that I can't put my nose on right now. Like, I've read the notes of it before, but right now I totally blanked on them, so apologies for that. And this wasn't going to be on the list, but I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, this shit bangs. It's so good. But all of the ingredients in this come from Australia, because this is an Australian brand, and it's the best one from the brand, in my opinion, that I've tried. You know what it kind of smells like a little bit to me right now is, you know, those lollipops that are like caramel apple, like they have the caramel on one side, or caramel, however you say it, and then the green apple on the other side. It kind of smells like that. Yeah, ignore the moss thing that I said. It smells like those green apple caramel lollipops, but you can wear it in the high heat. Damn, how did I just pick that up right now? Wow. Discover something new every day. Love this fragrance. Okay, and I think that's gonna round us off. I don't know how many fragrances I did. Just a quick shout out though to Aqua di Gioia lemon mint fragrance. This has really nice projection, and I still smell this past 6 hours, but within the first couple hours, this thing really is blasting. It is going. And I forgot, shout out to my girl. I told her that I would shout her out in this video. I was supposed to do it in the beginning, but it's all good. Again, all the names of the fragrances are going to be in the description below with the discount site links. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye.